We've designed this tour to tick off all the city's best bits in the space of 2 hours. It's non-stop, so you can sit back.
Is Waterloo Bridge, and this was built during World War II when many men were away at war. Women were employed to build it, hence it got the Sea Life London Aquarium, the London Dungeon and the London Film Museum. So there's lots in the way of entertainment. You can see the pedestrian bridges the other side of the railway track over the river, known as the Golden Jubilee Bridges. They were built to celebrate Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Inside the Ministry of Defence is New Scotland Yard, with its familiar revolving sign. It's the headquarters of the London Metropolitan Police Service. Members of Parliament. Designed by Michael Hopkins and Partners, it incorporates Westminster Tube Station below. As we turn into Parliament Square, you will see several recognisable buildings and statues. Sir Winston Churchill on the corner of the square stands in a familiar pose of him in later life. He was Prime Minister during the Second World War and anti-apartheid revolutionary, political leader and philanthropist. After spending 27 years in prison for his political activities, he served as President of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. He died in 2013 at the age of 95. As the leader of the Indian independence movement against British rule, employing non-violent civil disobedience, he led India to independence and inspired others to stand up for civil rights and freedom across the world. As we complete this circuit of the square, you get a view of the scaffolded Elizabeth Tower, which you may think of as Big Ben. Big Ben is actually the bell within the tower, which chimes the hours, but it has sadly been silenced while the refurbishment works take place. We turn into Whitehall, where all the top government entrance with black gates. This is Horse Guards Parade. Horse Guards are on duty here from 10 AM until 4 PM every day. Can you see them now? This used to be the main entrance to Buckingham House, later to become Buckingham Palace. Pretty impressive. Administrators of the Royal Navy from 1725 until the end of the 20th century. Today it is the Department for International Development, which tackles many global challenges, including...
Nelson's statue was placed on top of that column in 1842. 14 stonemasons had dinner at the top.
We see several statues on our right in remembrance to the Crimea War, a battle in Eastern Europe in the 1850s, in which Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing, became known as the Lady with the Lamp, making her rounds of wounded soldiers at night. The statue we pass on the right shows her with her lamp, and in fact you can see the real lamp in the Florence Nightingale Museum next to St Thomas's Hospital. Southern end of one of the best-known shopping streets in London, Regent Street, an early example of town planning, and created in the early 1800s by architect John Nash, was named after Prince Richard, later to become King George the Fourth. It became the first shopping area of disciplined late-night living in 1850, when shopkeepers agreed to keep stores open until 7 p.m. Piccadilly Circus is the famously busy centre of the city with the aluminium statue of Eros in the middle, a symbol of London. Built in 1819 and called a circus, a word taken from the Latin meaning of circle, it became well known for the famous advertising billboards on all the buildings. Hopefully you will not be disappointed to see one main building with a state-of-the-art LED screen, which incorporates live technology, able to change advertisements to fit the weather.
We are turning into one of London's premier roads, Piccadilly, which leads to Hyde Park Corner. It has several stores, including the flagship store of Waterstone's bookstore, the department store, Fortnum & Mason, and the art gallery, the Royal Academy, which we'll tell you more about when we get there. The store has a fascinating history, which includes the fact that in 1886, a young American entrepreneur arrived at the store with 5 cases of samples of tinned foods. Fortnum & Mason.
For its many open spaces, and the area you see to the left is Green Park. So called because it used to be only grass and trees, but today, all kinds of paintings of different sizes and types can be found attached to the railings next to the park. The work is displayed in a somewhat ramshackle cafe, one of the first in the chain to open back in 1971. There's often a queue of people waiting to get in. Is there one now? We are approaching Hyde Park Corner, the famously busy roundabout with several war memorials for Commonwealth countries both inside and around it. In the middle is the Wellington Arch through which the Horse Guards ride when going between their barracks in Knightsbridge and Horse... 52 royal and guest bedrooms, together with 188 staff bedrooms, 92 offices and 78 bathrooms. More than 50,000 people visit the palace each year as guests of state banquets, lunches, dinners. See if you can see a horse. This is the Royal Mews, where some of the Queen's horses and several of her carriages and cars are kept. It's open to visitors and you can take a tour. It dates back to the 900s and has been added to over the years, with the west entrance being completed in the mid-1700s. It's known as the Coronation Church, as it's where many monarchs have been crowned and are buried. It's also the resting place of St Edward the Confessor. You might remember that Prince William married Catherine Middleton here in April 2011. In the Harry Potter films. In the middle of the road is St Clement Danes Church. There's been a church on this site since the 11th century. After suffering severe damage in the Blitz of the Second World War, it was rebuilt with funds raised by the Royal Air Force.